Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late night WWE Survivor Series War Games. Because it's very special, get it? Apparently, if you're going to have a match, we're going to call it Survivor Series War Games rather than just Survivor Series. That's like saying Survivor Series Hell in a Cell. Remember that time when they had Undertaker and Batista inside Hell in a Cell? Remember when there was an Elimination Chamber, we would call it Survivor Series Elimination Chamber when that never happened? Didn't need to happen. But regardless, it's time for your Survivor Series War Games 2022 review. I do hope it's not like a yearly thing, because like what would make it different than Hell in a Cell, Elimination Chamber, TLC if you're calling it a pay-per-view, Survivor Series, whatever. Or if you're calling it War Games, Survivor Series War Games. It's really no different, to be honest with you. I mean, again, it should have been like a surprise calling it Survivor Series, and then you happen to have a War Games matchup. Again, I don't mind them doing a War Games match. I thought what they did in the main event was great. But if anything, if the Survivor Series main event was like, traditional Survivor Series match with the War Games rules, then I'll be fine. Overall, let me just say, aside from the main event, the show to me was not great. Overall, was not a great show, but I enjoyed the main event. I know Smarks be like, how could you not enjoy the main event? I mean, how could you not enjoy the show? There was a lot of great matches. Or you don't like the female match? No, I'm sorry, I don't. No one cares about women's wrestling unless you're a fucking smart that's trying to get laid. You're just being a white knight queer that's acting like you care about women's wrestling, or you're just that much of a fucking cuck and a faggot that legit thinks that women's wrestling is good. I don't fucking know. I'm sorry. That match was sloppy as hell, not intriguing to me. I'll be honest with you. Styles and Finn Balor was fucking boring of a Smarky Jizz Fest match. Literally, it was just basically a Smarky dream match that Smarks jizz over because of Bullet Club. And was boring as all hell. And the triple threat match with the U.S. title, I think that was. What a joke. So Theory loses the Money in the Bank and then wins in this match. Where you could have had Seth Rollins to maybe keep the title up until WrestleMania where he could lose it to Cody Rhodes or whatever. God forbid, something like that. Unless he might win back the title. But again, what was the point then of Theory cashing the Money in the Bank when he just wins a title? And don't give me this bullshit, because this his new role. What new role? He's the same motherfucker! He's the same motherfucker! Oh, but he got angry! I'm a real man now! I'm man! Even I'm the boy! It's like, basically your typical, I'm a man now, mommy! I ain't gonna be a kid anymore! I don't wanna be treated like a kid! It's basically Carmen from George Lopez. All over again. Carmen basically like, I want to be treated, I explore the world. I'm no longer a kid. I'm a real woman. And then George Lopez, okay, let's do it then. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of shit. Carmen Lopez, who, by the way, the actress is really fucking hot. I think Marisha Lucia. I don't give a shit that she was Armenian or not fucking Mexican or whatever. She's better enough. They can go, oh shit, that's for damn sure. Aside from, let's say, Alexa Bliss, and, yeah, really Alexa Bliss, because everybody from the fucking from the heel team were disgusting. Oh, but we talk about Bayley's asses. You're a fucking virgin, or you think anything that moves is good. You guys have no standards whatsoever. You guys even if fucking the bitch looks like Jay Leno, who should... Fucking Jay Leno... Why is Bayley on here, and shouldn't she be recovering from the fucking accident? I don't know. Well, hey, good for her. She was able to make a recovery after that accident. I'm surprised Jay Leno was able to wrestle. Unless you're a female counterpart. I don't fucking know. You know how Power Rangers can transform to fucking being, Power Rangers? Fucking Jay Leno could transfer to Bayley, the women's self, and can fight, I guess. I don't fucking know. It is what it is. But yeah, so the show started with the women's War Games match. Team Bayley, well, no, not Team Bayley, fucking Team Becky Lynch wins. So it's Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, not Asuka and Mia Yim, or Michin. Yeah, they're calling her Michin, which is again a stupid fucking nickname. The match was sloppy as all hell. Not fuck was really much given. My brother. Okay, so I had again, like, because it was Thanksgiving, I had people over. This was the first time, by the way, that my brother and my father watched. Okay, my father, since like WrestleMania, watched the pay per view. Even I did show him some few things from from wrestling, or he does somewhat know. I think he knows the fucking Last Man Standing match with Lesnar and Reigns, which was fucking great. But aside from all of that, literally, my brother hasn't watched wrestling in years, or he hasn't watched wrestling in a long time because he had actually since Clash of the Castle. Literally, the shows have been terrible, and this is the problem with wrestling nowadays. Wrestling has gotten that bad, even kids don't watch wrestling anymore. Like, listen, I know people complain about the PG era that was appealing to kids, and don't get me wrong, it was so kiddish, but you have to understand that wrestling has always been about, no matter what age, you can watch and enjoy wrestling. Even during the Attitude Era. Even though it required parental guidance, kids watched wrestling and loved it. I think it's really gotten bad to the point that kids don't give a shit about wrestling anymore. And that is a big problem, which I gotta do like a video about that. Like, even kids don't care about wrestling anymore. My brother, who is currently 15, doesn't give a shit about wrestling anymore. And he used to grow up watching because of me. Sure, he only really knew about wrestling because, like, he was born during the PG era. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you, but I made sure for him to learn all the great wrestlers and whatever. And obviously he likes Stone Cold, he likes The Rock, he likes Hogan, he likes Taker, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, he likes all those guys, Batista. He does like John Cena and shit like that, obviously, but the thing is, at least those are people that you would understand why they like those people. And it does suck we're getting to that point where people, they grew up watching during the shit eras of wrestling. But you have to understand, at least those people, there are stars. What eras nowadays that people are gonna fucking be wrestling fans or be like? We're gonna probably live in a status state reality, but it's not gonna be like a lot of kids gonna be like that. We are living in a reality where a lot of kids are growing up with shit wrestlers, and they're gonna probably think those people are good, which is fucking sad. But the thing is, I don't even think a lot of people are fucking say they watch wrestling. I barely see any kid nowadays that watch wrestling anymore. Isn't that sad? They don't even know who the fuck these wrestlers are. And if you ask them if they know anything about wrestling, most likely they only know The Rock. Okay? That's the fucking truth. But yeah, my brother, like, when he was watching this, he was like, why is the Becky Lynch called the man? And I'm just like, what does that tell you for casual viewers? Again, every wrestling show is a first impression. When he saw Becky Lynch, like, why is he called the man? I had to explain to him, yo, bro, it's because apparently she thinks she's a man now or whatever. But realistically, it's a stupid thing to think, oh, I'm the man. Like, again, that's stupid. I don't give a fuck that her characters that, she thinks she's big time. I don't give a fuck. You're garbage. And you're a woman. Stop calling yourself, that's like saying the man calls himself the woman. You know how fucking stupid that shit is? It's stupid, I'm sorry. And then he also commented how the Asian bitches. Oh, how dare you be right? No, shut up. Asuka and I think Kairi's whatever stupid what her name? Io Shirai, whatever. He commented how stupid, what made him turn off not wanting to watch this match anymore, because literally my brother slept most of the show. Because how boring the shit was until the main event. And I know the Sparks are pretend the show is good because the WarGames matches. But here's the thing. It takes more than... I understand the show had like 4 or 5 matches. Which, thank God. But like, it still was long. How is it the show was over 3 hours? And you couldn't even get... This is why the matches need to still have time limits or whatever. Like, I'm sorry. These matches could be very long and dragged out. Okay? But literally, my brother... commented on saying that these Asian bitches, while I didn't give a fuck about the match, I was like doing something else. Literally, he told me, and I saw it myself, the fucking Asuka and Io Shirai literally were like slapping each other, but like they were twirling around each other slapping, and now apparently that made him think like, what the fuck am I watching? And I don't blame him for thinking, because we see that shit on wrestling nowadays. I watch this shit, or I at least try to, all these years, and this is the problem nowadays with wrestling, where you got wrestlers nowadays, all these, even the women, they don't know how to fucking make shit look real. They make shit look like the most corniest fucking shit possible. They make shit look like the most stupid, most dumbest shit, where you'll be embarrassed to be a wrestling fan, and you'll be embarrassed that you have people know that you're watching this shit. I'm embarrassed that people know I still watch this shit. Well, I barely do, honestly. But the thing is, I at least try, because I guess I have a little bit of knowledge to talk about this shit. But the fact is, this shit sucks. And the women prove why wrestling now is an embarrassment, because they don't know how to fucking make shit look real and whatever. And if you guys think this match was good because the table spots, the ladder, one person jumps, everyone falls down, no typical cliche bullshit. Who cares? Okay. Let me also talk about this. I want to do a video about this. I understand this has been the case since NXT. But I don't like the new WarGames concept. Or, I don't like... My problem with the WarGames concept is that, again, the big part of it is I thought Triple H's a traditionalist, right? He's supposed to be a traditionalist. Like, why doesn't this match have a cage? When you call a match a steel cage, obviously a cage, there should be a cage. I understand steel cage matches have always been, without a roof. Then you might as well call it steel fence match. But we always call it steel cages. But the thing is, at least with WarGames, it was like in, a cage, but it has a roof on, and it was like called WarGames. I guess, like, sure, if we were introduced to this match first time, we would be whatever. But the thing is, this is WarGames, and I thought, when you talk about, like, the original WarGames, they had a roof. Why couldn't WWE have a roof for their steel cage, or for the fucking WarGames match? Like, unless it's because, it's like, seemed like they're ripping off WCW. I just think that's stupid. Or, I think it's stupid that the true reason why they don't have the roof is because Triple H he likes all these wrestlers doing smarky shit. And this is just a stupid excuse for all the wrestlers to do flippy bullshit to just jump off. Listen, it's not a problem for a wrestler to do a jumping move. But I'm sorry, we see that many times. Would it hurt to have a roof? There'd be something different than just fucking, jumping off and blah, blah, blah. You can still jump off the fucking fence. Or heck, again, I will give this credit to AEW. I like what they're doing, the Blood and Guts match, aka the WarGames match. I like it. Why I say that is because it actually does feel like a WarGames match. And it actually does feel like a war, where you don't lose by escaping. Yeah, again, what's so stupid is that you lose by escaping you can lose by escaping the cage. But you forfeit. Again, isn't this match no disqualifications? But, that's a disqualification or whatever? I'm sorry, that's stupid. Then why not just have a roof? Or why not just that? Like, do the same rules as AEW. Like, why is AEW able to do, like, what the rules were kind of cool? Like, you could still escape the cage, and they could brawl on top. Like, sure, it's like ripping off Hell in a Cell, but at least it actually makes it's cool. That way I can believe, wow, this match is actually, a dangerous match. Where, it could be a long discussion as, like, that's just dangerous as Hell in a Cell. And yeah, this is not, what I hated about this match. Fucking the commentators are like, Rhea Ripley's there, or fucking, what bitch? Becky Lynch has been in all these matches, but she's never been inside of a WarGames match. Motherfuckers, Becky Lynch was in Hell in a Cell. All these bitches were apparently in Hell in a Cells, Elimination Chambers, but you're going on to say that fucking WarGames is like the most dangerous match. If any, again, is no different than a steel cage. So you're saying that this match is more dangerous than Hell in a Cell? Get the fuck... So you're already burying a match with just Hell in a Cell. Which arguably is, honestly, if anything, should be, or always should be known as the most dangerous match possible, even the Elimination Chamber. But WarGames, basically a steel fence match with no roof. It's very dangerous. They haven't ever been in those matches. Motherfuckers, they've been in Hell in a Cell. They're in steel cages. You're gonna freaking tell us that this is not... Come on, man. Come on. I'm just saying, where's the logic here? This review should have been over, because we didn't even that much in the show, but, But yeah, I'll be honest with you, the match was not that good. I gotta be honest. Oh yeah, how can I forget? I will say what I loved. I loved Ozzy Osbourne's intro. I loved it. I loved how, it's modern Ozzy Osbourne, like, welcome to WarGames. And, he was singing the song. It was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed, like, the intro, him just being, it was cool. I thought it was really cool having Ozzy Osbourne, since he after all had his song, and he was willing to, basically, like, sing it over the fucking video package, like, welcome to WarGames or whatever. I liked it. I did like it, so. I'll give credit where credit is due. I loved it. Okay, other than that, that was alright. Then we see video package, okay, so we see a video package. This is my problem with this fucking show. They show video packages of wrestlers who are not there. They show a video package of Lesnar. He's not fucking there. He's not on the show. Why are you showing him? Like, act like you're, like, it would be nice if Lesnar was on the show. God forbid Lesnar be on the show. That'd be fucking cool. Like, having him, then that would make people actually want to watch the show. Because, again, isn't this supposed to be a big 4 pay-per-view? But no, let's have fucking, I don't know, shit wrestler. They also show video packages of The Miz. But he's not. Okay, you're just wasting time. This is why this show goes on longer than it needs to be. This show should have ended like 11. Like, come on here. You're wasting people's times. And you're wasting your time. I don't know. Whatever. Wasn't The Miz supposed to have a match? Like, what happened? Like, wasn't this match supposed to have The Miz versus Dexter Lumis? I don't know what happened. I don't know. Wasn't that match supposed to happen? Like, I thought that match was supposed to happen tonight. But it didn't happen. I don't fucking know why. Let me just look. A Miz versus Dexter Lumis. Cancelled. Yeah, I don't even know. Like, wasn't that supposed to happen in Survivor Series? So I guess they moved it on Monday now. What the fuck? They moved it on the Monday show? I don't know. I thought it was supposed to. I don't fucking know. I don't know what happened. I'm just confused. But yeah, they showed The Miz, who's not even on the show. And then they showed Edge right after the show ended. They showed Edge video package. Just like, oh, I'm good. Unless, like, that's, like, gonna lead to something where maybe if you played it after the Judgment Day match, then sure, but no. Okay, whatever. I will say this again. This is a Survivor Series. Like, why didn't, like, maybe the Judgment Day versus the OC in a traditional Survivor Series match? Like, why not make that match a 6-man tag elimination, something like Survivor Series, like something to bring up back to the original days, but whatever. They didn't do that. But instead, we got this boring match. Styles defeats Balor. I'm happy Styles wins because I just liked him better as a person, as a human being. But as a wrestler, I'm sorry, Styles is overrated. I know Will Smart should be angry about that, but I'm sorry, he's overrated as a wrestler because, I'm sorry, this whole Smarky bullshit, it doesn't even have a character. But seriously, this match, for God's sakes, was so boring. It was boring. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm sorry. This match was boring. I don't understand why people thought this match was good. If they thought, again, it's just basically your typical smarkiness. This match was boring as hell. I did not care about this match. So, fuck this match. I'm sorry. This match was boring. Very boring. It was just them doing boring rest holds. I'm surprised they didn't even do kicks and flips. I mean, they did somewhat, but it's like, rest hold. And, lame fucking punches. Like, they're, like, punching the back and doing rest holds, and it's like, God. Oh, but it's work rate. Fuck you. The third match, Ronda Rousey defeats Shitzy. I'm happy she won, but it's like, this match should have been shorter than it needed to be. It was just basically your bathroom break, The fourth match, Austin Theory. Yes, Austin Theory defeated Seth freaking Rollins and Bobby Lashley to win the U.S. title. Again, what was the point of this? I don't know. He has a time trunk called Beyblade Burst Quad. Wait, that was what? Wait, they actually had that during his promo? What the fuck? But yeah. How dumb could you be? Yeah, okay, that's so stupid. Like that, he actually had the Beyblade. Like, I don't know, but again, I didn't give a fuck. This match, I did see like Rollins. You know, he did flips and whatever, and Bobby Lashley dropped. I mean, the match looked like it was a fine match, but obviously, it just wow, really, Theory. After all this time, like Austin Theory. He loses Money in the Bank, but apparently takes a Money in the Bank loss to make him very angry. Oh, it was keeping me down. But then you win the title. Again, why wasn't the... This was cursed to begin with. Him winning Money in the Bank was cursed to begin with. Everything about this guy was cursed to begin with anyways. Okay? Seriously. Selfie promo, selfie taken. Him having a shit... theme song, you have a shit fucking catchphrase, 8 Town Down. Okay, what kind of shit is that? I'm sorry, Austin Theory is not gonna last as a big star. They may like him all they want, but I'm sorry. It's stupid. This guy is not the future. No matter how they think it would be, or his supposed fans, which I don't understand how this guy has fans. Have you seen him fucking taking dicks off the belt hole? Have you seen him take an asshole pic? Have you seen him fucking legit fucking fingering his ass and licking it? He's no different than Ricochet. If anything, I know you, maybe because you fans are gay for him, you guys actually, I don't know, but just like for real, what is good about this guy whatsoever? And again, how does this make any sense? Everything about this shit makes no sense. The fact that Theory won the fucking US title is fucking stupid too. It's not even that credible. He's stupid or whatever. Again, like how this like, oh, he overcame the odds. Like, yeah. I do hope, in terms of like the U.S. title, I do hope Rollins wins back the title. And then, I know all the sparks like, oh, but it should be Cody versus Roman the Mania. Shut the fuck up. Why? Listen, don't you get, or don't you guys like long-term booking as you claim it? Won't it make sense for Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes to happen at least one more time because of what happened, what led to Cody fucking not being... Oh yeah, and they showed a fucking video package, yeah. Okay, more wasted time, video package, and it was Cody Rhodes also. Like, he's not there! But whatever, so Cody Rhodes, he got attacked by Rollins, right? Before he got in, or whatever, well not, okay, he was already injured, but to basically keep him off the shelf. And he's mentioning, won't it make sense for Cody to fucking beat Rollins one more time, at least, and then move on? Heck, 1 or 2 times? Because again, and plus, if anything, that would make, I guess, even give some importance for God's sakes, the US title, whatever it is. Like, him winning the US title, him being the American Nightmare, whatever. He wins the U.S. title from Rollins. They have one more match because Rollins has a rematch clause and whatever. And then he can move on. Maybe he could lose the title to somebody else. And then that's when you could probably do Roman versus Cody. But obviously, in my opinion, Roman should not be losing the title to Cody Rhodes. Because he's just another overrated motherfucker that smarts love and act like he's a star. When in reality, he can't lace up his fucking father's boots. I'm sorry. It's the truth. Now in the main event, oh yeah, during the show we see Reigns, Reigns get told by Jey Uso that, we can't trust Sami Uso. But then Sami actually be honest to Roman because he doesn't want to distract Jey and blah 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 of what happened, and that's why, he didn't tell Jey Uso, and already, Jey Uso couldn't trust him, blah blah blah. Some story building. In the main event, the Bloodline defeats Team Brawling Brutes, McIntyre and Owens. I'm very happy with the outcome, and I'm very happy how the match turned out. Despite it not being a traditional Survivor Series match, but again, and despite I don't really like the rules of the WarGames. I don't like the idea that, again, it doesn't have a roof, and I don't like how, you could lose by escaping the cage, even though, again, it's a no disqualification matchup. But they managed to make the match good. I like the flow. I especially like when once when Reigns got in the match, shit was about to pick up. That's how it felt like a War Games or whatever. It was good, and I love the storytelling. And again, I'm probably like one of the only people. I don't know why I'm like one of the only people. If anything, and I might make a video about this. Sami Zayn should stay in the Bloodline, and I don't even think the Bloodline should even betray him at all. Why? Because This is the best thing Sami Zayn has been doing in a long or ever, really ever in his career. This is the best thing Sami Zayn has been doing, and this is honestly, when you have something's going on good, why ruin it? But it's for the smarts, so they could see Generico and Steam break up. They could be a tag team. No, you don't need that shit because this is working. Okay, when something is working, you don't need to break it. Okay, don't do it. Why not have Sami Zayn be like Owen Hart from the Nation? Like, this is working, people. It's making Sami Zayn look amazing. You don't need to break him up. Really, you don't. This is good. So Sami Zayn, he doesn't betray the bloodline. He basically, no, fuck you, Owens. I don't need you. I have them, whatever, or, he, it was like moment true. Will Sami leave the bloodline or will he go back to be his best friend? Even though the best friend betrayed him many times. So who cares? You know what I mean? So Sami basically helped the bloodline stand tall. They win. And again, the beauty of the story, Jey Uso finally gained Sami's respect. And then, they embrace that storytelling. That's storytelling. So, I understand. Again, now they're all, they're good. Maybe this could lead to, Sami Zayn going after the IC title. Maybe Solo Sikoa could go after the US title. All of them stand tall as champions. Shit like that. And then maybe this could even lead to your typical Sparky Generico versus Steen feud. But then it'll be Sami Zayn, who's actually a good character, who's actually a better character than ever, face Kevin Owens and, bloodline shit, all that kind of good stuff. Against Marsh like to fight, have them fight forever, but you know what? At least Sami Zayn will be a better character. Fuck. Is that so hard? But yeah, the match had a better flow than the women's match. Didn't need to rely on some flippy shit. It felt like somewhat like a WarGames. I like how, Sami Zayn was trying to help the Bloodline team survive. There was better storytelling. Jey Uso and Sami, can they coexist together? It was good. I liked the match. I thought the match was very good for what it was, and I thought it was definitely justified as the main event, and that's how you do it. And I'm happy Sami Zayn is still in the team. Didn't need to betray or some bullshit that the Bloodline will think that to betray him. They definitely should not break up at all. They don't need to do that because it's the best thing going on in WWE. Why break it up? Why ruin it? When something is good and going strong, why break it up? Why not lead it to a long-term thing, maybe for years? You don't need this to be broken up. Obviously, keep things fresh, but honestly, it's still fresh to the point that you don't need this to break up. Because to me, it'll be too early anyways, because he just joined, really, as official honorary use. Why break it up so early? If anything, this should be going on, honestly, they should never break up. Just keep on with good new things, but have Sami be actually the honorary use. Because again, it's going well. People are chanting Sami Uso. People are fucking saying, honorary use. They're buying Sami Uso shirts or the fucking honorary use shirt. It's working. Don't break it. It's good. Keep it going. Obviously, keep it fresh, but I do think it's fresh and it's making people care about Sami Zayn. And you know what? Hey, that could lead, who knows? Maybe what could lead to a Sami breakup is Sami Zayn. Let's say, God forbid, Roman loses the title to somebody. Maybe build up Sami, and that's how you make Sami Zayn maybe become somewhat of a main eventer, even though I think it will still be unrealistic. That could maybe some sort of way. That would lead to a sort of supposed, somewhat evolution type of thing where Sami Zayn gets betrayed by the Bloodline because he becomes a champion and, that pisses off Reigns or whatever. Even though I don't think, honestly, even with that, why would Roman, he thinks Sami is cool and funny. Honestly, they're perfect together. They don't need to break up. But if you want them to break up, that's how you could do it. But at the end of the day, I'm happy with the match. I'm happy the Bloodline wins. I don't want to see why didn't the Bloodline lose? It could be good, Sami losing for the team. Nah. I'm happy they won. It's good storytelling. It's good. It makes them look credible. Makes Sami Zayn look good. I never thought in my world I would be a Sami Zayn fan, and I am now because of fucking his heel work. He is a great heel, actually. Way better than that. Oh, don't you know I like bacon? No. He's actually funny. It's not just he's big as conspiracy theorist. He's been doing the best work he's been doing ever. God bless this guy. He's doing good. Even though he's like realistically like a libtard, but he's a good libtard. Because he's actually fucking owning up to his character. It's made him a character. So God bless him. God bless Sami Zayn. Anyway, hey, you Muslim too? Allah Akbar to you. Even though, I'm a better Muslim than you. But hey, But anyways, the match was good. Good main event. Overall, the show was pretty boring. Okay, I know the smarts probably said this was a great pay-per-view. No, it was a one-match show, really. Well, why? Because of storytelling. That's a story there. Obviously, the match could have benefited with like a star power. Like imagine maybe stars like more than just McIntyre and Sheamus. Like that would have been way better. But like, I mean, like obviously, but then how would the fucking Bloodline lose? Then you gotta make it look legit, or maybe like the weakest link from the other team, or some dissension, or I mean, you could have, if you wanted the Bloodline to lose, then it's gotta be all stars, But you shouldn't really build up like, will Sami Zayn lead the Bloodline for Kevin Owens? Because that'll be gay. Then that way, maybe that would have been a good excuse then, because they just get overpowered or whatever. Overall, though, the show, yeah, it was a one-match show. I did enjoy the main event, and I enjoyed that Sami still with the Bloodline. It's great stuff. Alright, that'll say, people. Till next time, peace, yeah, bye. And, yeah, take care, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Peace, bye.